In November 1970, a hiker walked through a quiet valley outside Bergen, Norway. The air was cold, damp, and still. Nothing unusual at first glance. Then he noticed the smell. Burned flesh mixed with fuel and smoke, clinging to the rocks like something the mountain refused to release. When police arrived, they found a body positioned carefully between stones. No wallet, no identification, no traceable belongings left in a normal sense of ownership. Everything had been stripped away or altered. This is the case of the Isdal Woman, one of the most enduring identity mysteries in modern European history. The valley where she was found is called Isdalen, often referred to by locals as Death Valley, because of its history of accidents and harsh terrain. In 1970, it was remote enough that discovery depended entirely on chance. That chance encounter would unravel a case built on silence, disguise, and deliberate erasure. The body was badly burned. Police quickly determined the fire had been set after death or near death. The position of the remains suggested careful placement, not the randomness of an accident. Around her lay remnants of burned plastic containers and a strong smell of fuel. But what stood out immediately was not just how she died. It was how thoroughly she had been stripped of identity. Labels had been cut from her clothing. Even those that remained were deliberately unhelpful. Clothing items appeared international, purchased from different countries. Her fingerprints were partially damaged by fire, but not completely destroyed. Enough remained to confirm she had been careful, but not perfect. Inside the scene, investigators began collecting fragments of a life that seemed designed to avoid recognition. The investigation moved backward in time, away from the valley and into the days before her death. Just before she died, the woman had traveled across Norway using multiple identities. She checked into hotels under different names, always alone, always quiet, and always careful not to leave consistent detail. Hotel staff later described her as polished and composed. Each time she checked into a hotel, she used a different name. Sometimes she claimed to be from Belgium, other times from South Africa. Occasionally she would say she was German. None of it aligned consistently. She carried suitcases that were later recovered from a railway station storage area. Inside were wigs, clothing, cash, and small personal items. Every object seemed chosen with intention, like a role being assembled rather than a life being lived. And then there was the notebook. The notebook found among her belongings contained handwritten codes, not random scribbles, but structured entries. Some pages appeared to be travel logs. Others looked like encoded notes. Names, dates, and locations appeared in patterns investigators could not immediately decode. One detail stood out more than anything else. The removal of all clothing labels. Every tag had been cut out. This was not casual concealment. It was deliberate identity disruption. Even in death, she had not been allowed to be easily named. As investigators tracked her movements backward, a timeline slowly formed. She had entered Norway days before her death. Before that, she had traveled through several European cities. Records suggested stops in Germany, Belgium, and possibly France. Each stop involved different names and different documentation. She seemed to exist in motion, never settling, always shifting identity like clothing. At each location, she left behind only fragments. A receipt here, a hotel registry entry there, a train ticket under one name, a hotel under another. No single thread connected all identities together except one constant presence, the same woman. The Norwegian police began treating the case as more than a local death. The level of preparation suggested planning far beyond ordinary travel. Multiple identities, altered clothing, burned evidence, hidden documents. This did not resemble an accident. It did not resemble a typical suicide either. It resembled something carefully staged, though the purpose of that staging remained unclear. An autopsy confirmed cause of death was likely poisoning combined with possible burning after death. However, The exact sequence remained uncertain due to the condition of the body. No clear trauma pattern could fully explain what had happened in the valley. The official ruling leaned towards suicide, but even investigators admitted the explanation did not fully settle the case. Too many elements resisted closure. One of the most puzzling aspects came from witness accounts in the days before her death. Several people remembered her presence at hotels and stations, but almost no one could describe her consistently. Some said she was blonde, others thought her hair was dark. When police examined her remains, they confirmed she had likely used wigs or hair pieces to alter her appearance. This explained part of the confusion, but not all of it. Her behavior remained consistent across sightings. Quiet, observant, careful, always alone. She did not socialize. She did not stay long in one place. She moved like someone following instructions only she could see. As the investigation deepened, police found something unusual in the suitcase storage records at Bergen railway station. 2 suitcases had been checked in under different names shortly before her death. Inside were additional clothing items, cash in several currencies, and more wigs. The variety of items suggested she was prepared for extended travel under multiple identities. There were also small personal objects, toothbrushes, cosmetics, items that suggested daily life, but fragmented across identities. Nothing pointed to a single origin. No passport survived that could be verified as genuine. The question of who she was became the central mystery. Interviews with international agencies revealed possible connections to intelligence activity. Her pattern of travel, use of multiple identities, and coded notebook led some investigators to consider espionage. However, no agency ever confirmed her identity or claimed her. There were no missing persons reports that matched her physical description across Europe in a way that could be definitively linked. She existed in records, but never as a complete person, only as fragments scattered across borders. As time passed, theories multiplied. One theory suggested she was involved in intelligence work during the Cold War era, moving under multiple identities across Europe. Another suggested she was part of a smuggling network using false documents for travel. A simpler theory suggested psychological distress, possibly leading to deliberate identity destruction and death. But none of these explanations accounted for the level of preparation, especially the careful removal of identifiers and the structured coded notebook. Each theory solved part of the puzzle while leaving the rest untouched. In the decades that followed, technology improved and archives were revisited. Forensic isotope analysis and document re-examinations were attempted. Some modern techniques helped refine her travel history, confirming movements across Germany and possibly other European countries shortly before her death. Yet even with advanced tools, her identity remained out of reach. She was reconstructed geographically, but not personally. The name she used in life, or her real name if it existed in accessible records, was never confirmed. The Isdal Woman became more than a case file. She became a pattern of absence. A woman who traveled through Europe carrying multiple identities, leaving behind no stable trace of herself, and ending her journey in a valley where even the fire seemed controlled rather than chaotic. Her death did not close the mystery. It deepened it, because every answer led back to the same silence. Today, the case remains officially unresolved in terms of identity. While the cause of death is often listed as undetermined or probable suicide with unknown circumstances, the larger question of who she was remains unanswered. No confirmed name, no confirmed origin, no confirmed purpose for her movements, only a trail of passports that were never truly hers, hotel rooms she never stayed in long enough to belong to, and a final resting place in a valley that remembers everything except the person herself. And so the Isdal Woman remains where the investigation left her. Not fully lost, not fully found. A life constructed in fragments, ending in deliberate erasure. leaving behind one of Europe's most haunting identity mysteries. A case where even the strongest tools of investigation could not reconstruct the simplest truth: who she was,